I don't know who's into Dragon Age Inquisition here. I know Austin is, but they announced the co-op multiplayer mode, and it actually seems kind of fun. And there's been a lot of positive feedback around it. It will be similar to the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, where you basically it's basically horde mode. But with this one, it seems like there's a heavy emphasis on loot and collecting loot and everything. So that seems cool. What do you think about it, Austin?
Well, I mean, I'm excited because apparently it's got no bearing on the single player. Like Mass Effect 3, you could boost galactic readiness. Um, I mean, with the way the combat of the third one's shaping up, it looks like it could be a real blast if you're playing with the right teammates. I'm kind of excited. I think it looks good.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited. I hardly get excited about multiplayer when it's like a really story-driven single-player game. I'm really not fussed about multiplayer at all. But seeing that, it kind of made me excited a bit because I love games where you collect loot and everything. So it seems like it'll be fun.
Well,
Charles,
oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say, if you'd asked me 5 years ago, it would have felt, I used the term tacked on. Um, but just because it's multiplayer added to a historically single-player only franchise, but if you look at, I mean, you guys might disagree, certainly, but I look at Uncharted 2, which ended up having a great multiplayer component. I look at Mass Effect 3, which I ended up really liking the multiplayer component of, and even something like Assassin's Creed. Sometimes the single-player only games that add multiplayer can surprise you with the quality of the multiplayer that is added. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. What do you think about it, Charles?
I think it's great to find out a game that was already, worth the money from Jump Street is getting something announced so far down into, or so close to the release date. I think the only reason Austin would have even remotely tacked on, quote unquote, is because we're just finding out about it now. But that could be something that they purposely kept a secret this entire time, and I think that they did. I hope. I mean, this is a bonus thing because, like I said, I was going to pay the money for it anyway, so I don't have a complaint about it. I'm interested to see how deep the content gets. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A good deviation away from the single player. So I'm all game.
Okay. Joe, have you had any experience with Dragon Age, and have you seen any of the footage?
I've, you know what? I haven't had any experience with it, but I have seen some of the footage, and it's one of the newer games that I would give it a chance. Like if I had the spare money, I would be like, okay, let me try this out. So, and I'm not real big on co-op, multiplayer stuff. I'm always playing pretty much by myself. So I mean that wouldn't have nothing for me, I guess.
Yeah.